Well, thanks for having us here. We're obviously big fans of Porsche. We've been hitting up your guys on getting as many of these cars onto our show as possible, mostly because we just love driving them. Most recently, we just had the new Macan S, which is such a great car.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful car to drive. It's so well balanced, it's quick, it's great, even great gas mileage, and you don't even care about that in that car, but it does. But this is pretty amazing. This is something pretty new for you guys.
Yeah.
This is the new Porsche Macan.
Absolutely, it's a big moment for us. In the history of Porsche, we are not launching a whole new car every day, right? And we started to work on this car because we had a kind of demand from younger customer group to say we wanted some kind of compact SUV from Porsche, and we started to work on this 3 years ago. Completely new car, and we wanted to position this in a very fast-growing segment, sport, compact SUV segment here in the United States. And I think what we have achieved is pretty amazing. We can say that we put 100% DNA of Porsche inside. This car will bring the Porsche performance in terms of speed, in terms of agility, in terms of power, and you get all what you want in this compact SUV segment, which is versatility and practicability. We think we can address people who wants to put some spice in their life every day, and we are pretty proud of this. And I talked to our engineers; they are even saying, I can confirm it because I drove that car. This is one of the four-door sports cars we have in our family, which is the closest to the 911 experience, pure driving experience of the 911. So very close to that. That's pretty amazing.
Now, those are big shoes to fill because people love 911 owners, and the media, everybody that drives the 911 always just regards it again and again as the best sports car you can buy. So to compare an SUV to a 911 is going to be it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah. We are presenting two cars today. We have the Macan Turbo, 400 horsepower.
Wow.
You cannot say no to that, right?
Right.
And another car, the Macan S. These are both V6 engines, absolutely turbocharged V6. One with 340 horsepower, as I said, 3 liter, and then another 3.6 liter V6 turbocharged as well, 400 horsepower. We take the same engineers who have 65 years of experience of developing the 911, all the generations. You take these engineers and you say to them, yes, now, can you develop a new SUV for us, which is a Macan? And they do it exactly the same way that we are doing it for the 911. They bring this car on the Nürburgring, they're driving on the racetrack, they're putting this car in all the conditions. And at the end of the day, it's very important because you want this purest form of driving.
Yeah.
Not only for the 911, but also for this car. This car is carrying the Porsche badge. It has a very strong personality, and this is also one of the reasons why we call it Macan, which comes from the Indonesian word of tiger.
Okay.
Right? Power, elegance, and agility. And I think when you drive this car, and you will drive it, I hope, you will see that this car deserves it. Absolutely.
Everybody loves to know how quick these cars are going to be. You guys tested at the Nürburgring, of course. People want to know how well it does.
I give you one number.
Okay.
This car is one number. I don't have the lap time from the Nürburgring, which is for us the most important number. And I say this because we have also 918 Spyder here.
Yeah, I saw that.
It holds a record. You know the Nürburgring? When we launched the Carrera GT 10 years ago, the Carrera GT was the fastest car on the Nürburgring, and we did it in 7 minutes, 32 seconds.
Okay.
And you need to know 1 second is day and night on this track, right? We launched this car, the 918 Spyder, with a test driver from Porsche, and he did it in 6 minutes and 57 seconds. So it's another complete other world. I believe this car needs a little bit more, but I give you one number. He makes a 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. So
for the
Macan,
for the Macan,
So we're talking about a sports car here.
Yeah, it is a sports car. 5 seconds, 0 to 65 seconds in this thing is is moving. That's
and
really
you have
moving.
everything a Porsche needs. You have composite brakes here. You have a lightweight. You have wheels from 19 inches to 21 inches. You have even the steering wheel of the 918 on this car.
Okay.
Right? So, pretty fun. The 918 steering wheel is in this car. We have a central console where you feel driving the car, not be driven.
Right.
And the typical thing which is very important for Porsche, the key is always on the left side, as it should be in a sports car.
Yeah, I know, and I always thought that was great. And I know there's a story behind it and a history behind it that comes from racing.
Yes.
And part of the racing is you get into the car basically, and you have to start and go. And if the key's on the right, you can't start and shift.
Absolutely.
So if you put it on the left side, you can put it in gear and start.
I don't need to learn anything.
Is that right?
Absolutely right.
All right, good.
Comes from Le Mans. 24 hours of Le Mans.
There you go. Well, before we let you go, I got to ask you a little bit more about the 918. This is an incredible new flagship supercar that you guys are developing. It's got hybrid technology about it, and we've seen coming here and interviewing Patrick Long and some of the other race guys and other guys from Porsche, hearing about the development of that in the racing technology. And we saw, I think last year in Patrick's 911, he's got this crazy like turbine almost type flipping device, like this flywheel into passenger seat, and that creates this momentum, this electric boost, almost like a nitrous shot of electricity in this hybrid race car.
Yeah.
And now you're putting that on the street with the 918. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. This car is very important for the Porsche brand because it's very important that we can show, especially in this environment, this political environment where you talk about saving fuel and emission protection and everything, that we can show that the sports car has a future.
Yeah.
That you can
and
still have.
That's important.
That you can still have emotions and fascination and power, but being compliant to what the world expects, right? I mean, you cannot continue to work like having big engines. And we, I think, were able to develop a car with a technology, I think, which you cannot find at the moment anywhere else. It's a technology combining the conventional engine and this electrical drivetrains.
Yeah.
And we show that hybrid doesn't mean something which is boring. We can also show that making sure that we are protecting the world and protecting the environment can be fun.
Yeah.
And this car is fun to drive.
Oh, I can't imagine.
It's really fun to drive.
How awesome
and
it would be.
It shows also that hybrid can also be synonymous of performance. This car has close to 900 horsepower, 2.6 seconds, 2.6 from 0 to 60. So
that's gotta hurt. Like it's physically gotta hurt. Like
right?
It's so fast, 0 to 60. I mean, what's the limit? I mean, at some point.
Yeah, but it's
in 5 years from now.
We are close to the limit, I believe.
But that's the limit, right?
Right, but it shows that this car can have a lot of fascination and also be very close to what you expect from a future car in terms of protection and fuel saving and so on.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I mean, you can start this engine without any emission. You drive up to 20 miles on purely electrical mode. Very cool. Actually.
But it's quiet, right?
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
And then all of a sudden you want some real power. The engine ignites, you have everything there.
Scares the guys next to you.
And you love it.